I found this book, and I think it's a really good book to go along with what we're doing these days. And so I hope you enjoy it. You might want to share with your parents and share some of the things in the story with your parents, and maybe it can help them come up with things to do if they're bored. Nothing to Do. Douglas Wood, illustrated by Wendy Anderson Halperin. Nothing to do. Once in a while, along comes a day when there is nothing, absolutely, positively nothing to do. And isn't that great? No school, no homework, no little league, no dance class, no play practice, no soccer practice, no computer camp, nothing, no anything. Just a white, empty space on the calendar. Of course, some people get a little worried about these spaces. These people are very nice and wear big shoes. And we'll think about them a little later. But what do you do when there is nothing to do? Well, I heard stories, wonderful stories, about taking off your shoes and walking through the green grass or mud in your bare feet, or making toy ships out of sticks and sailing them across a puddle that somehow seems as wide as the ocean. That's a good way to use your imagination, isn't it? I've heard about lying on your back and watching clouds turn from dinosaurs into crocodiles, into dragons, into bears, into butterflies, and into clouds. Or lying on your stomach watching an ant carry something 3 times bigger than he is while you wonder, how can he do that? And what do ants eat for breakfast that makes them so strong? William, I'm sure that you're wondering that because you love ants so much. I've heard of making a paper airplane do loop-de-loops and barrel rolls in the soft summer air, then land smooth as butter on bread. Or a secret place because you can't see them, and surviving for hours on peanut butter, sandwiches, and lemonade. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I miss those days. I've heard about catching fireflies on a warm evening and putting them in a jar until you have 2 hands full of gold and letting them all go. I've heard of swinging until your toes touch the clouds or hanging by your knees like a monkey just to find out how monkeys feel. I've heard of climbing a good tree that's been waiting all its long life just to be climbed by you. Or finding a quiet spot and reading your favorite book. And then reading it again. Just because it is your favorite. I love to read books. I've heard stories about exploring places that really need to be explored. Like the globe. About making angels in the snow, or igloos, or caves, or sledding, or tasting icicles, or throwing snowballs, or building round, fat men with orange noses and old hats who smile at everything. I've heard of swimming and building sandcastles and hopscotching and jump roping and running and throwing and bouncing and painting and drawing and playing with toys and puzzles and dolls and games and puppies and kittens, hamsters and gerbils and doing cartwheels and doing somersaults and doing, well, something, just doing nothing. And maybe one of the best ways to do nothing is to show someone else how to do it. Maybe even someone with big shoes. Who has big shoes? Could that be maybe your parents, your mom, or your dad? Maybe you can teach them something to do. How to do nothing. Just remember them. Just remind them that sometimes doing nothing is the most important thing in the whole wide world to do. I actually think if you look at that boy and his father sitting on that dock out on the lake, they are doing something. They're spending time together. And I'm sure that you're spending time with your family, and you can think of some really fun things that you've been doing that's really like doing nothing, but really doing something. So I hope you enjoyed this story.